so much of Comic-Con is being taken over with Hollywood from all the movies and TV, and one of the big movies coming out next year is the Green Lantern movie. So right now we're over at the DC booth, but we're not talking about movies, because really what got all that started, you can have a Green Lantern movie without a Green Lantern comic book.
Absolutely, and Green Lantern's been a character for DC now. Honestly, there was one version from the 40s, we reintroduced him in the 60s, and we helped basically reinvigorate him in the last few years right now, and he's barely breaking out to be one of our top characters at this time.
And really what he got, the big storyline you guys just did with him was the Blackest Night storyline too. He's kind of like, elevated to Superman and Batman status now.
Yeah, and I think that's what's exciting. We always felt that Green Lantern had some real incredible potential. We've always believed him, has a long history, has a long fan base, and this was really nice to see him start to break out in this fashion. Jeff Johns, who was the writer of Green Lantern since we reintroduced him in this Rebirth storyline that we did about 3-4 years ago, has really taken and really helped re-energize him for a brand new audience, and I'm glad to see people getting as excited about him as we are.
And then it's all continuing on to the Brightest Day storyline you guys have going as well.
Absolutely. Again, a lot of what we do is that because we've been working with the same set of characters for so long, our goal is to always find ways to reintroduce them to new audiences, find ways to find different spins without changing them too much, and really identify what the core strength it is while building a new contemporary world around them. And that's exactly what Brightest Day does with so many of our characters.
And you just talk about reintroducing characters, that leads really into, you guys had a big press splash with a new outfit for Wonder Woman. The tights, the little bathing suit is all gone. And talk a little bit about her new outfit.
Well, we always had a feeling that if we did a costume change on Wonder Woman, it would be a big deal, and we weren't surprised at all by the size and scope of the reaction. And we knew we'd have a lot of positive reaction, we knew we'd have a lot of negative reaction, but more importantly, we wanted people talking about Wonder Woman again. She's one of our premier characters, and when we brought a writer as strong as Joe Straczynski on board, he had a real definitive story that he wanted to tell with Wonder Woman that needed a costume change. Really has a purpose why she changed her clothes in regards to the story that's being told. So when he came to us with that, we knew we wanted to do something different with the costume, and it just seemed the perfect aligning between the two ideas. Costume change, great new storyline, and a big reaction, and we hope that people stick with the story as it unfolds, because we think it's a good one.
And speaking of Joe Straczynski, he's also now writing Superman, and he's a former writer for television doing Babylon 5, really renowned for doing that. What new is he bringing to Superman then as well?
Well, Joe is probably one of the biggest Superman fans out there. He's a longtime fan with Superman. He'll even tell you himself about all the Superman memorabilia he has in his house. So he's been wanting to write Superman for a while, and we found a story that was really interesting for us. We've been telling a big cosmic adventure with Superman in the last couple of years, where Superman was on New Krypton meeting, basically understanding his alien heritage. And now we tell the flip side of the story with him, which is called Grounded. This is Superman basically walking through America, reconnecting with his American roots, and basically finding and meeting people who he has inspired through his acts and behaviors, and finding a way to re-energize himself and connect with the people of the world.
If you had to pick one big thing coming from DC Comics, would it be something to do with the movies, the comics, any of the things coming from DC? What's the one big thing to look out from DC next year?
Everybody say, what's your big announcement this year? And I said that we don't have the big announcement, because so much is working for us. We have so much energy behind Green Lantern coming off of Blackest Night, and you see the movie coming down the pipeline. Our Batman story, ever since we did this Batman R.I.P. story over a year ago, has just been on fire for us, and we have great new twists and turns coming up to the end of the year with Batman. We have the Superman Grounded story happening, and we have the Wonder Woman costume change. So here you have our 4 primary characters just exploding off the page, and then after that, we have Flash and Hawkman about to take center stage again too. So all our big characters are starting to get the light and actually the attention I think they deserve.
So when you see the Green Lantern movie, make sure you actually stop by a comic store and pick up the Green Lantern book. There's a lot of synergy going on between the movies, the TV, and everything here at DC Comics. For Time Warner Cable, I'm Noah Park.